Hey everybody, so in this video I want to show you guys one of the ways that I've managed to scale with the Amazon Influencer Program. I know it's a different setup than what you may be used to, but I'm actually in a short-term rental right now. So as you guys know, if you've been watching me for some time, one way that I've managed to scale and get a lot of products, get over 1,000 videos for the Amazon Influencer Program is by doing some short-term rentals. So in this video, I kind of want to just walk around this short-term rental that I'm currently doing, talk about the process that I went through in order to get all these products in my hands, how I've gotten into these short-term rentals, how I've talked to owners and stuff like that, and just kind of show you guys what is available if you really decide you want to take this thing as a business. But as you can see, there is a ton of products in here. Now, the crazy part of this all is that I've only paid $150 to get access to this whole house. Now, throughout this process, I'm not making up lies about these products. I'm in constant communication with the owner of the house, talking about how long they've owned specific things. If they have specific products from Amazon that they want to maybe shoot me a list about, then I can do a review on those products based on like the questions that I see on the listing. If they allow pets, which in this case they do because they actually have a doggy door over here. So they allow pets in this house. That's something that I can mention as part of doing reviews. So I can say things like this comforter, this chair has been around pets, it's been around a lot of guests, which is not a lie because in these short-term rentals, you constantly have guests, you constantly have pets coming in. And the fact that it's maintained like this good condition is something that you can mention in the video. So yes, you're constantly in communication with the short-term rental owner, and they're usually really lenient about it, which is awesome. But let's go ahead and keep moving. But as you can see here, right off the bat, I know this bed frame here is for sure on Amazon. And just from this alone, you can easily get like a $100 to $150 product with just the bed frame itself. So right off the bat, me paying $150 to get into this house has essentially already paid off because I've got a fully built bed frame that I can talk about how it looks, talk about like the sturdiness, things of that nature. But yeah, a lot of these products are on Amazon and they've bought them directly on Amazon. So sometimes they'll even give me like the list of those products that they bought, and they just make it a whole lot easier. But that was just one room. Look at this whole kitchen area that we have. So we've got access to a refrigerator that may or may not be on Amazon. We've got a stove that may or may not be on Amazon. This toaster most likely on Amazon. This little coffee stand area. A Keurig, oh, for sure is on Amazon. This little K-cup holder may be on Amazon. The sinks are really popular and they are on Amazon. These water faucets are also on Amazon. The table, the chairs, the rugs, the couches here, the coffee table, more chairs, the Honeywell fan over here with this TV stand. There is a lot that I have access to, the fans, some of the art, the doggy door, and that's not even things that are on the outside. So you can even do things on like the patio furniture, which is for sure on Amazon, the rug out there, even like the sliding door handle and the sliding door lock. The amount of things that you have access to once you get into one of these is crazy. These decoration pieces on the wall, like these games over here, and that's just part of the house. In this room and this living room area, that's already probably over $1,000, maybe $2,000 worth of products, which is insane. And we still have like the restroom area here. You can even do it on like the toilet and like another one of the sinks, the faucet, the towel display rack there, the mirror here. So it's really, really awesome. And if you have the opportunity to, you know, somebody that owns short-term rentals, or you have a good experience with short-term rentals in the past and they've had a good experience with you as a guest, maybe that's something that you can bring up. So one way that I'd recommend doing it is by actually going on Facebook. You'll search short-term rentals and then add your city. So for example, say you live in San Diego, you'll put short-term rentals in San Diego. There will be a lot of Facebook groups that pop up for you. And what you'll do is you'll join those Facebook groups and you'll just kind of leave a message like, hey, are there any short-term rentals for this weekend available? And then people will start messaging you with like their short-term rentals. And then from there, that's where you can kind of tell them what you're doing. Let them know that you're an Amazon influencer. Provide them with your storefront link so that they know that you're not like some scammer or anything. Like, this is really something that you do. It's your job. And that'll kind of help lead into them being more comfortable. At first, yes, it's going to be a little difficult just for them to trust you just because it's so random. But if you provide them with that information and you kind of give them the ease that, you know, it's going to be okay, like you're not going to mess up their house, you're not going to steal anything, just kind of provide as much information as possible. One thing to note is that when I am in these short-term rentals here, I really make sure to keep everything as clean as possible. So in here, I make sure not to eat. I don't mess with beds. I don't like take the covers off or anything like that. I don't like pull off any sheets or anything either. So if I were to actually buy it like for a night, then that's when I would mess with the bedding and stuff like that. But if I'm just here for a couple hours, I make sure not to really mess with this area here. So I can do like the bed frame and maybe like the comforter over the top, but I'm not going to be actively like pulling off to see what mattress is underneath there. But there is a ton of opportunity with these things, and short-term rentals is really what helped scale my Amazon influencer program journey, going from around $600 a month to easily over 5,000, 6,000, in July over 10,000, and the majority coming from short-term rental items, which is really, really crazy. So just do your best at kind of going into those Facebook groups. Some people have gone into the actual Airbnb Messenger Center. I've done that a few times, but it's really, you just got to be very, very, very careful, because Airbnb can really pick up on that and they'll just ban you completely, and then you won't even be able to get an Airbnb afterwards. So thankfully I didn't have to do that too much. I found a short-term rental host that ended up having a lot of short-term rental friends, and what I do is that I offer $150 for a whole house, or like a normal size house. If it's more of like a small apartment or like a guest house, I offer them about $115. So that's usually my price range, and it's worked really, really well. Thankfully, I have the opportunity, like I said, to work with a lot of different short-term rental hosts. And a big part of that is that you make sure that you do stuff like that. Like, you don't leave a mess. I also don't use toilets while I'm in here. So the thing is, you want to leave the house as clean as possible, just like you saw it when you came in, because you don't want to make these hosts buy another cleaner after you leave, because then that just comes out of their pocket, right? So what I also do is that I ask if I can come in on days where they already have an available slot. So for example, today in this house, they didn't have any guests. So, you know, why not want to make an extra $150 for them by allowing me to come in here for a few hours? And usually it's about 3 to 5 hours. Most times it's closer to the 4 hour to 5 hour mark. But I just give them that general time frame. I tell them like, hey, if somebody says that they want to come in today or they want to reserve the day, just let me know and I'll be out of here as quick as possible. Which is why I come with like really no equipment, so that I can leave as soon as possible. But yeah, really the most important thing is make sure you leave the house as clean as it is when you walked in. So that's really important. The way that you can actually scale this even further is by offering like $50 if they referred me to one of their short-term rental friends. So if I were to get the owner of this house and they had a short-term rental friend, then I would say, hey, if you kind of introduce me to them, let them know what I'm doing so that they give me the opportunity to go in their home. If I reserve a day in their home, then I'll provide you with $50. So that's helped me scale. It's helped me get introduced to more people in this short-term rental business. And now it's given me access to a lot more products, which is really, really amazing. So I'm very thankful for the opportunity. But yeah, this is one of the ways that you can scale. As you can see, I give you a quick walkthrough of the house, and there's just so many products that you can really get your hands on once you get into some of these, and that'll really boost your earnings. So obviously you can buy products and review them that way, but that's really, really expensive. For $150, you'll probably get like 1 or 2 products, whereas $150 here I have access to a whole house filled with furniture, like side tables and another bed frame. Even the doors are on Amazon. And like I said, there's just so many different opportunities and options once you get into these houses, even like the curtains. But a big part of that is thanks to the short-term rental hosts, who are usually really, really nice and kind of provide you with details on the furniture. They provide you with details on like how many guests or whether they allow pets and stuff like that, just so you can access that information during your video while you're doing your review or your overview of the product. But yeah, I usually do $150 for a whole house like this, 3 to 5 hours. And then if it's a smaller apartment area, then I will do $115. So I hope that this kind of introduces you to a new way to scale the Amazon Influencer Program. And if you want to learn more about the program, then you can click this video here. Thank you for watching.